So the new Spider-Man movie came out, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, not too long ago. And it seems the internet is captivated in regards to the main antagonist, Miguel O'Hara, also known as Spider-Man 2099's physique, particularly his back and how wide his build is. Spider-Man 2099 has more or less the men's physique kind of look, with a bigger upper body than lower body ratio. Now, this video is more or less a re-release of an older video that I made for a back workout that I did not too long ago, but I did add some new clips here and there. But essentially, to get a wider and more, I guess you can say, bigger back that gives you that kind of broad shoulders look, there's really nothing special here. You need to do workouts that engage your upper, mid, and lower back, and you have to do these at a high volume to give these muscles hypertrophy. These workouts should have an emphasis on the latissimus dorsi or the lat muscles, as well as your rhomboids. So let's get started. What are these workouts? Chinups and pull-ups. These are arguably the most fundamental back exercises, and they primarily target your latissimus dorsi, your lats, but they also work out other muscles in your back. I like doing pull-ups at a high volume in a moderate, small amount of sets, so 3 sets of 12 repetitions or until failure. With chin-ups, I get a nice compound workout between my back muscles as well as my biceps. I try to go as high as I can with chin-ups, so probably my chest above the bar, and with just regular conventional pull-ups, just my head going above the bar is good enough for me. Now, if I'm not going fast, the ideal thing to do is to try to get a nice and controlled movement where I can squeeze my armpits inward, which would bloat my lats and give it a nice pump. Next, we have deadlifts, and this is a total body exercise, but it's extremely effective for developing a thick and nice strong back, including your lower back. Deadlifts engage your latissimus dorsi, your lat muscles, your rhomboids, your traps, and your erector spinae muscles. Now, admittedly, I don't do deadlifts that often these days, but I definitely believe it contributed to my lower back being stronger. A lot of people make a mistake with deadlifts. They kind of try to pick up the barbell with their back, when in reality that shouldn't be the case. You should get some sort of back or lower back contraction, but your back shouldn't be the main area in which you're drawing all your strength. It really has to come from your legs. Then you have to use your hip as a hinge, and you have to have a nice grip on the bar itself, and then you can pick it up. Still, you're going to have some sort of back engagement, but don't use your back in this particular workout. The bent over row is a compound exercise, meaning it works multiple muscle groups at the same time. It primarily targets the latissimus dorsi and the rhomboids in your back, but also your biceps and shoulders to a lesser degree. Here's how I typically perform this exercise. First, you want to start by standing tall with the barbell or a pair of dumbbells in your hands. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart. Bend your knees slightly, and then from there you can bend at your hip and lower your torso until it's nearly parallel to the floor. You can keep your back straight and almost parallel to the floor, but it's okay to have a slight upward angle. Now with the grip, you hold the bar with a grip slightly beyond the shoulder width. If you're using dumbbells, your palms can face your body. You can also change the grip to work slightly different muscles. An underhand grip, for instance, will involve more bicep for targeting. There's also an upright barbell row, which is also a compound exercise that targets not only the traps, but also the muscles in the shoulders, the deltoids, and the biceps. And here's how I usually perform this exercise. I stand tall, feet and shoulder width apart sometimes. I grip the barbell with an overhand grip that's slightly less than shoulder width. The barbell is in front of my thighs, and I prefer to start with a light weight and work my way up. With a slight bend in my elbows, I lift the bar up straight to my chin, but if I'm using a heavy weight, I try to do that lift and bring it up to my waist, and I'm mainly leading with my elbows in this particular movement. I keep the barbell close to my body as best as I can at all times. So like I said before, I aim to lift the barbell up to about my hips or belly button. I'm cautious to not lift too high, as this can place unnecessary stress on my shoulders and wrist, especially when I'm going with high weight. So if I'm using 135 pounds, I try to get to my hips or my belly button in that particular movement. I can feel my muscles working. So again, the muscles that I contract are the muscles that I'm working. So this is a particular good exercise if anyone wants to try out. In regards to rep range, I usually do this between 8 to 12 reps. So finally, the lat pull down. These target the lats specifically and can help you get that V tapered look, that nice V look. They're generally done on a machine in a seated position. And for the traditional lat pull down movement, you can sit at the pull down machine and grab the bar with a wide grip, a little wider than your shoulder length, and your palms can be facing forward. For me, my knees are secured underneath the knee pads for stability. So for the movement, I lean back slightly from my hips, keeping my back straight, and I engage my core, and I pull down the bar towards my upper chest while exhaling. Now, I do this so that it can ensure that my shoulders are down and back and my chest is pushed out during the movement. You want to squeeze at the bottom of the movement to make sure that you're actually getting your shoulder blades together. And in this particular kind of movement, you'll be able to feel your lats being engaged. Then you can just release it slowly and then keep doing that repetition. Now, I also like the inverted lat pull downs. So when I do the inverted lat pull down, or what is commonly referred to as close grip or reverse grip pull down, I typically sit at the machine with my feet flat on the floor and my thighs under the knee pad for stability. But instead of a wide grip, I grip the bar with a bit of a closer grip and I go underhand, and I'm kind of having my palms facing my face. And then I try to visualize that I'm squeezing my armpits on the way down towards my chest. And this helps me I can feel my lats way more than I can feel it doing the traditional movement. So you want to kind of bring it down, squeeze your armpits, and bring that bar to your upper chest or even your lower chest. But if you're bringing it down to your lower chest, you want to have a bit of a straighter back. And now finally, shrugs. These specifically target your trapezius muscles, and they're also responsible for the broadness of your shoulder and upper back. Now, really, all you have to do is get a barbell and just shrug it, pretty much. It's kind of like a row, but you're just holding the barbell still and you're just shrugging your shoulders. Now, honestly, I do prefer to do shrugs in general with a dumbbell or plates. So with a plate, I just hold a 45-pound plate on each side, one hand holding 45 pounds, the other hand holding 45 pounds, and I just shrug. Same thing with the dumbbells. So here you want to have a nice controlled shrugged movement. You want to stand up straight, and you want to have your shoulders and your trapezius muscles contract. You're pretty much shrugging your shoulders how you normally would, but you don't want to put too much body movement into it. You want to just use your shoulders contraction to bring up your arms, that's holding the weight, and then bring it down. And you want to go nice and slow doing this. Typically, I do this for about 10 to 15 reps. You can do this with a barbell also, but I do prefer using just weights like dumbbells and normal plates. So that's pretty much it. That's what sums up my back workout. That's how I got this back. The kind of back that Spiderman 2099 has. So, yeah. Now, to be clear, these workouts that I've mentioned are the ones that I've used for probably within the first year I started working out. I do a bit of a little variation here and there, but at the end of the day, it's all about working out consistently and, equally important, letting your body recover adequately. So make sure to balance out your training with a healthy diet, good hydration, and also plenty of sleep. Nothing you haven't heard before, right? So, after all, our muscles grow and repair themselves while we're resting, so let's take a break here and there. So hopefully these workout tips helped you and this video wasn't too long and boring, and I'll see you on the next one. Comment ice water if you got this far. Yeah, we're doing a nice little hidden comment at the end of every video to see if people got as far as they could have gotten. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.